Wisdom, we generally connect with antiquity, with the old days, with thousands of years ago or many hundreds of years ago. And today, the way that we contact the wisdom consciousness, I think, is most clearly in our contact with the Asian religions, Hinduism, Hindu Vedanta particularly, of Buddhism and of Taoism, which have something in common. At their core, they have what is called non-duality in common. They have unity, a kind of absolute unity in which everything else is contained. And that remains at the heart of the wisdom that we'll be talking about, even when we're talking about the Christian wisdom or sapiential theology. There's a wisdom tradition, or traditions in the Old Testament as well. The books of Sirach and the Wisdom of Solomon and so on. There are about half a dozen of them in all, including the book of Job, which is a kind of, say, paradoxical or contrary wisdom, and the book of Ecclesiastes, that seemingly skeptical and highly critical kind of wisdom, or negative wisdom in a way. All is vanity. It's a surprise to find that in the Old Testament, but it's there. What is it that's peculiar about a Christian wisdom? Well, it's the event of Christ, or the mystery of Christ. When we say just Christ, we tend to isolate Jesus Christ, I think, from everything else, but Jesus Christ has to be seen in the context of everything else. And the key union, the key uniting that happens there is the uniting of the divine and the human, of God and the human person. So there's this event of Christ, which is what we find in the Gospels and in the writings of St. Paul. In Paul, it's all in a lump. He can give it to you in a paragraph, or he can give it to you simply by repeating that phrase, the mystery of Christ, or even more simply, the mystery. Because you can say that the ultimate mystery, the absolute mystery, is the mystery of God, the mystery of the divine, the mystery of spirit. So our Christian wisdom is founded in the person of Jesus Christ, in what Jesus Christ does while on earth and what he says, what he teaches while he's walking around on the planet, and then particularly in what happens in his death and resurrection, in the event. I keep repeating that because it's the center, it's the core, and everything else has to somehow arrange itself around that and find its meaning in that.